nonsense. All the same, yes, yes.
As one has come up from the ranks, I'd like to point out...
Yes, capital idea, yes. Point as much as you like, yes. Caro's that way. Yes.
Sure.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Good man.
All in a day's work. Thought it was going too far.
I've told you before, Vice Admiral Buttonshaws, there's no laughing matter. Now then, we are extremely concerned about the recruiting position, particularly in Portsmouth. We spent £40,000 on television advertising, £30,000 on newspaper advertising, £15,000 on hoarding advertising, and £3 for 2 lines in the situations vacant column in the Times. And how many men signed on last week? 1. Frankly, gentlemen, at a cost of £85,003, that makes one recruit an incredibly expensive sailor.
Yes. And he failed a blasted medical.
Have you tried advertising abroad? We Germans might well be of the opinion that if we cannot beat you, we will join you! Sieg Heil! Beg your pardon.
Now, good thinking, Herr...
It's so musical, that. Yes, I've seen it myself. Enjoyed that bit. Where they all trotted about car.
Oh, come on, do concentrate, Miss Simpkins. Have we got anywhere yet?
Well, Lord Quirk, we didn't do too badly at my flat last week.
As one has come up from the ranks, I'd like to point out...
Oh, you wouldn't. We haven't got the time.
No time at all. No. Caro's too far. Yes, and she must be over 60 by now. Yes. Round the waist as well, probably. Yes, and round the... Oh, yes. Oh.
Right on the button, Shaw.
Not at all. Only I used to be a crack shot. Business.
Yes, we're all now in agreement about my slogan competition. It's up to you lot to put it into force. I'm expecting great things from you.
But excuse me, sir. We appreciate it that you're the first Sea Lord. But we didn't understand what you just said.
Extraordinary. Must have been born halfway up a Swiss Alp.
As a representative of NATO, I demand to know, what is this slogan competition all about? Sieg Heil! Begs your pardon.
Oh, I tell you, I'm offering a prize to a member of the service in Portsmouth who submits the best slogan encouraging volunteers for the Royal Navy.
As one has come up from the ranks, I'd like to point out...
Very well, Captain, point away. What is it?
I'd like to point out it's well past opening time.
Creeping, I'm in the full fright. With your permission, sir, meeting's adjourned. Last one in the pub pays for the round.
A very young sailor from Pompey was terribly keen on a rompy. He went into a whirl at the sight of a girl, which is why all his girlfriends look lumpy. No, that's not right, no. Because to rhyme properly, it would have to be pumpy and rumpy. Now, I'll try it again. If you want to join the Navy at Chatham, you've got to be up and at 'em. At the sight of a girl, you go into a whirl, which is why all your girls end up fat.
Henry Povey, how much longer am I to be subjected to this filth?
I'm entering for a prize, my love.
You've already won it. Prize idiot.
But you don't understand, my love. It's the Sea Lord. He wants me to write a slogan to encourage recruiting.
And did you also give you permission to dent my Ramona paid-for blotter with your ballpoint?
Oh, I'm sorry, my love. I'll iron it out.
You'll do nothing of the sort. Now then, what's this childish slogan competition about?
Well, it's the first Sea Lord's idea, my love. The competition is open to anybody in Portsmouth who can write the most apt slogan encouraging new recruits to join the service. He did hint at a valuable prize.
Oh, did he? Well, in that case, to ensure that we win, I'll take over. I shall put on my Ramona paid-for thinking cap. Quiet, until I come up with a gem of an idea. And no fidgeting. Right, got it. Take this down. Interviewer to sailor's wife outside supermarket. Excuse me, madam, can you tell the difference between an army uniform and a sailor's uniform? And the sailor's wife said...
I'd better. If my husband came home and found a khaki one in the bedroom, he'd bash my head in.
Henry Perry, don't be coarse. Now you've put me off. I'll have to think of another one. I know. I shall come up with a jingle. Now then. Become a sailor like our Jack, who sails the 7 seas and back.
He goes into a whirl at the sight of a girl and his knickety knacks go clickety-clack.
That does it. Go straight to the sink and wash out your mouth with carbolic. I shall continue to search for the muse on my own.
How are you two chaps doing with your slogans?
No, before I read you, I think mine wants a bit of polishing up.
What about yours, Chief?
Not a word, sir. There isn't going to be one until I know what the prize is. Pertwee don't flog his verbosities in the dark, you know.
Nasty. Yes, well, what about...
Oh, very well, Mr. Phillips. I'll ask you what your gallant contribution is before you go off, gang. Go off,
No, it's very kind of you, Padre. What if you insist? Better the sea than land or air, for our sailor chaps have savoir-faire.
Our sailor chaps have... what's it?
Savoir-faire, Chief.
Well, I've never been issued with one of those.
No, Chief, savoir-faire is from the French. Ça, as in son, ça, c'est, meaning his, her, its, or one's. Voir, meaning see, or if it has an E at the end of it, meaning nay in truth. And finally, faire, which could be freely translated as carnival.
I see. So, better the sea than land or air, for our sailor chaps have his, her, its, or one's, say nay in truth, a carnival.
A winning slogan, if ever I heard one.
No, it doesn't work in English. That's why they say it in French. It all goes back to the Industrial Revolution, which, of course, was at the old-fashioned speed of 78. And not 33 1/3.
Yes, of course. Please go on, sir.
Oh, don't encourage him, Chief. He'll be here for hours.
No, this is important. You see, in those days, they had what are known as factory acts, which were Elizabethan workers' playtime.
What was the conjurer like?
Well, not bad. The singer was terrible, though. Which is why all the sweeps shoved their sons up the chimney. So they couldn't hear him, you see. Now, as you know, it was about this time a chap called Mr. Martyr saw Walter Raleigh getting out of his coach to pay a toll. He chucked his cape over the puddle, and he charged Sir Walter Raleigh a bob for using it to keep his shoes clean, thus becoming the first toll puddle martyr. Anyway, several hundred years later, his widow, Martha Ahari, ended the toll system by marrying again to a Scotsman called McAdam. He had a factory that made roads.
It's out of control now.
No, it's true. His factory turned out so many roads, the entire country were covered in them. But everybody from King John, who was at the laundrette at the time,